All right, we are definitely live on StreamYard, trying to make sure that we are live on Instagram. Looks like we are. Welcome, everyone, to the 1127 episode of Akashic Answers with Emily. Happy holidays, y'all. It has been a hot second since we have been here together. So first, let me just thank you. There are so many things that you could be doing today, like cleaning your house or making your pies and your side dishes. Yet you are here with me, ready to do some work. And there is so much work available to be done right now. What do I mean when I say work available to be done? There are codes available in the field. We've got abundance codes that are available we're going to talk about today. We've got opportunities to shift our ancestral patterns and to truly rebuild humanity, what your life looks like. As we're rebuilding humanity, we're rebuilding on our own microcosm too. So you might be noticing shifts in your family, in your relationships. That's what I mean by there's a lot available in the field. And so we are going to dive in today. Let me know who is out there joining me. Say hello in the chat. And if this is the first time we are meeting, my name is Emily Harrison. I'm an Akashic Records mentor. I work with visionaries, training them to exit the world of ordinary thought and tap into the Akash, aka superconscious intelligence, so they can see what is unseen and unleash their most powerful creative genius. And again, as we are rebuilding on the planet right now, we need to be able to tap into our creative genius. We need to be able to see what is unseen. We're pioneering, we're navigating energies that have never been seen before on our planet. Hello, Lisa Beck. Hello, Janny Joseph. I'm glad that you are here. All right, so here's the deal. Maybe you all noticed that I didn't open the records, or I should say I didn't open the top of the show by saying the records are now open. There's this very specific reason for that. And I'm being called into a higher level of service to each one of you, to myself, to the planet. The guides want us to open the records every time we come in here together. All right, so if you're up for that, if you want to open your Akashic Records today, let me know in the comments. Say yes. If you are new to the Akashic Records, let me give you a little context and bring us all up to speed on what the Akashic Records are so we can use them in the highest level of mastery. Okay? The Akashic Records are the realm of consciousness that hold all intelligence, past, present, all possible futures, and is recorded from a neutral perspective. Neutral means unconditional love and zero judgment. This is the realm of consciousness that Nikola Tesla, Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein all tapped into. How cool is it that we can tap into that realm as well? Your results may vary. You're going to get to tap into that realm today. All right, so I'm going to take you through a simple meditation practice that's going to shift your vibrational frequency and allow you to enter into the space of the Akashic Records. I'm super excited. Y'all should be excited too. Lisa Beck. Lisa Beck is in the audience today. And Lisa, you have tremendous energy. Thank you for being here. The guys just want, as often as possible, for as many people on the planet to tap into this energy, to learn to conduct these higher frequencies of light in your body. So I'm going to take the opportunity while we got a captive audience here today, and y'all into the Akashic Records, we're going to go in. All right. All right. Let me give you just a little bit more context for today. I'm going to take you into the Akashic Records, and the guides want us to work with the energies that are available around abundance and around ancestral energy. So we're going to do a little work together. All right. And then after we do some work together, I'm going to open up the space for your questions like we normally do here on Akashic Answers with Emily. And I invite you just to let the questions rip. All right. If you can ask open-ended questions, you're going to get more intelligence coming in through your Akashic Records. So stay away from the yes or no questions. I invite you to start lighting up the chat box with those questions. So by the time we get to that part of our experience here today, we got some good energy to work with. All right. Sound good? Do me a favor, y'all. Blow up the algorithms for me. Send some love, likes, hearts across the screen. Say hello. Let me know that you are excited to be here and to work in the space of the quantum field. All right. If you have not been in to your Akashic Records before, or you have not been in consciously and purposefully before, I'm so excited to lead you on that journey today. And if you have been in the Akashic Records before, it's important just to note every single time you go in to this space, you are receiving an upgrade of your DNA. You are opening up your access to perceive more and more of the energies that are all around us. Okay. All right. So let's sit up nice and straight, everyone. You should feel all four corners of your feet on the floor. Tuck your tailbone and your chin under, laying your palms up and open, receptive. We're going to synchronize our breath. We're going to take 3 deep breaths together. Okay. What's up, Deb Duran? I know it feels good to do this together. It's powerful. All right. Take a deep breath in through your nose, everybody, creating space. Deep breath in. Pausing at the top of that breath. Gently release. Notice yourself as a creator of space as you exhale. Second deep breath in, call light into your body. Light from 360 degrees entering into your cellular structure, illuminating every cell of your body with rainbow colored light. Good, exhale. See if you can perceive yourself as a being of light. Good, third, deep breath in, calling the consciousness into the now moment. Deep breath in. Pausing at the top of that breath, letting go of everything that happened before this moment, everything that you still get to show up to later today. And gently exhale. And if you'll notice, if you open your eyes, you'll notice I'm exhaling like I'm whistling, like I'm blowing through a straw. But that's called pursed lips. And it's a certain posture that you can hold your body in as you're breathing, which makes specific adjustments to your nervous system, helping you to relax so that you can receive the intelligence and the codes that are available here today. All right, so to open the records, we're simply going to focus on the crystalline tube of light that runs up and down your spine. This is the piece of technology that every human comes equipped with. I want you to imagine sending that crystalline tube of light down into the core of Mother Earth, anchoring it into the core of our planet. Good. And then send that crystalline tube of light out the top of your head, all the way up through the layers of space and time, exiting the universe, exiting the multiverse. Inhale as you anchor into the Akash. Good. Set an intention that as you exhale, your body will acclimate to this high frequency energy. Nice slow exhale. Good. And when you're ready, you can give the directive, just your intention, to activate the flow of this energy. So you're going to feel the embodiment, the perfection, the blueprint of perfect creation. It's going to move up through this channel, and the intelligence, the wisdom of your soul, forward and backward through time, is going to move down this channel, integrating in the body, illuminating possibility for you to step into your perfect divine blueprint in this lifetime, and the intelligence to illuminate that pathway. Good. Drop your consciousness from your mind into the heart. We're going to sound the 5 sacred ohms. When you hear me ohming, ohm with me. All right. If you can let it rip when it comes to the ohm, this vibrational frequency will create a harmonic resonance within your body that will make it easier for you to receive these codes, this intelligence. If you can only ohm quietly, it will still work. With this ohm, I relax my body. And so you don't have to sound good when you ohm. I actually have a dear friend and client, Peter. Peter, if you're out there, Peter tells me when I do the ohms and when I'm opening up his records, he's like, Emily, you sound like that episode of Lucy where Lucy's trying to sing, right? So you don't have to be good for it to work. With this ohm, I relax my mind. With this ohm, I release my ego. With this Om, I call in the light. With this Om, I open the Akashic Records of Emily Suzanne Harrison. The records are now open. Hopefully you caught on. You're supposed to open your own records, not mine. But that's okay. Honestly, if you're hanging out in my records, I give you permission today. All right. Feel that energy, everybody. Breathe. Come on back into your body. We're going to get more conversational now as we dive into the field and do the work. First, let me check in. How is everybody feeling? Can you feel that energy moving? Can you feel it shifting in your body? What do you notice? Even if you don't think you noticed anything, give yourself permission to imagine that you've noticed something. Okay, remember, we're working with the subtle energy field here. And sometimes we got to play along to get it to work. All right, so let me know how you're feeling. All right, let's talk about the energies available right now. In the description for this show, we teased a little bit about the greater astrology with Mercury moving into retrograde and the collective energy that comes around Mercury retrograde sometimes invites us to take a step back from communication and moving forward with our projects, because sometimes communication can get wonky. Mercury is the ruler of communication and technology. Sometimes our technology goes all wonky. Yes, this is all true. And there is, I would say this is the shadow aspect of Mercury. And around here, y'all, I'm going to invite you into the most embodied, empowered version of yourself so that you can execute at the highest potential with focus, with clarity, because we're here to create new paradigms, right and left, in your business, in your relationships, with finances. All right, so we need these tools available to us. So much energy moving through my like short-circuited. Okay, let me come back in. All right, so we're going to work with the energies that are available in their highest light. Okay, we're going to harness these energies. We're no longer going to be slave to what the old paradigms say, what old paradigms about Mercury retrograde say. We're going to step into a higher frequency of light. We're going to take this opportunity to look at the ways that we're communicating. Is there a higher level of communication that I can hold myself to? Right? Technology. Shift from how you're thinking about technology right now in terms of your phone or your computer. Think about technology in terms of your body and what your body can do. We activated technologies with our breath, with vibrational frequency today that altered your consciousness, that altered your ability to perceive what is around you. How much time have you spent training this technology, working with this technology? It's good stuff. That's what we're doing here today. All right. So with this opportunity of Mercury in retrograde, we get to go inward. We get to examine technology, our own technology, which we're doing here today. We get to examine our communication styles. We're going to communicate with our innate intelligence now, turning that awareness inward, activating the ability to connect with your innate intelligence. We also have a major shifting that's happening here on the planet right now. All right. We are moving. When I say we, it's more than just our planet. Our entire galaxy is moving into an area of the universe where there is massive photons of light. We're moving from a dark part of the universe into a lighter part of the universe. All right, so we're moving from darkness into light. We're seeing that being reflected in our world as well. We've got shifting of leadership. We've got deconstruction of old patterns. We've got hidden secrets coming into the light. We've got disclosure happening. All right, we can see this happening all over our planet. I'm going to invite you to turn it inward right now. Where are the secret aspects of yourself, the deep, dark secrets? All right, I just went back to my homeland of Missouri and had opportunity to immerse deeply with my family and my community. And first, recognizing the importance of family and community. Oh, we need this right now. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad that we're in community here together. All right, but there's powerful ancestral energy that's invited to be broken right now. So if you turn your awareness inward and you begin to look at your own ancestry right now, allow your innate to communicate with you. We're going to look at shadow and light energy, debt versus prosperity and abundance. All right, so allow your innate to bring into your awareness right now where your family has been in debt. And it might not be financial. It might be financial, but it might look like shattered relationships. It might look like being indebted to helplessness. So allow maybe a one-word theme to come forward for you right now of the family ancestry around debt that you want to break today that stops here with you. Maybe it's financial debt. Maybe it's lack of worthiness. Whatever it is for you, we're going to begin to transmute that energy here in the records today. We're going to bring in codes of light and abundance. I'm just going to invite you to breathe. As those codes are being woven through this crystalline tube of light right now, they're spiraling through, rewriting these codes, or I should say maybe overriding any codes of lack, any codes of helplessness, learned helplessness, any codes of giving away our freedom. Anywhere where we have done that, we have given away our freedom. Contracts that exist on the terrestrial plane and on the non-terrestrial plane. We vaporize, we diminish those, we release those. Whatever you're ready to work with, releasing those energies right now. Some of you might just be ready to diminish some of these codes. That means that you're still learning from this energy. Some of you might be ready just to freaking obliterate them. You've learned all of the lessons that are there for you. Rewriting these codes right now. Good. Okay, deep breath in. Exhaling. All right, your job is to open up your mind, your awareness, your heart now, and feel gratitude. Begin to look around your life. Name every single thing that you are grateful for right now. It's going to bring in a vibrational frequency. Just setting a new vibrational baseline for you. The more things that you can name right now, name them out loud if you can. If you want to type them in, even type them in. Good. You're resetting frequencies, resetting frequencies. What are you grateful for? Family, health, opportunity, abundance, prosperity, food. We got a new kitty in our house. Good. There's going to be one more aspect to this work that we're doing here today. We're rewriting the future now. All right, so we've cleared the past. We have activated and raised our baseline frequency in the now. I want you to use your technology to shoot through your third eye into the field Specifically, there is a piece of sacred geometry known as a dodecahedron that surrounds our planet. See if you can notice yourself in the ability to tap into that piece of sacred geometry. It controls the holographic matrix that we experience here on the planet. And through your third eye, make a connection and envision humanity in a state of peace, power, and plenty. Imagining specifically what that means for you and your family. And as you imagine these thoughts, as you send these thoughts through your body, connected to the holographic dodecahedron, the sacred geometry that creates reality, you are in this moment taking a greater responsibility for creating the new earth, for ushering in the golden age of humanity. See if you can feel what it feels like to live in this world of peace, power, and plenty for all of humanity. Good slow blinks as we come on back in. Right on. Good job, y'all. Told you I was going to make you work a little bit today. Getting in there, working in the field. All right, what are you guys feeling? Janice Joseph says, calm tingles. Thank you for being here. I love your picture there. Lisa Beck, light and free. Deborah, I'm grateful for always having what I need. Yes, I agree. And remember, where your attention goes, energy flows. So as you are grateful for always having what you need, like Deb, you will have the ability to source and resource even more easily. All right. Good job. Thank you all for getting it here today. Let's shift gears a little bit now, and I'm going to do some channeling for y'all. Where do you have questions? Light up my chat box with your questions for today. Woo! Definitely feeling it. And again, thank you all. Emily Lorenz Bradley, hello. I'm so happy you're here. What are you feeling doing this work here today? Miss Emily. Janie says thank you. Yeah, expect big activations after this, by the way, y'all. Big shifts in your life, timeline jumps. Not only are the guides excited to support each and every one of you in your journey moving forward and creating in your potentiality, but they're excited to bless you and make this work easier for you, reward you for tapping in, shall I say. All right, Emily says, may I please have some insight and guidance about why I incarnated in this lifetime and what I am here to do? Yes. Emily, all right, so the first thing that the guides want to speak to is generally why all of us incarnated into this specific 3D reality. And that is to experience ourselves as master creators, to experience ourselves in the likeness and image of God, Goddess, the ultimate creator. We do have the free will to create whatever we want to create, though, on this planet, which is pretty interesting. So we can create through darkness, through shadow. And there has to be a very specific planetary environment for an experiment like this of what's happening here on Mother Earth. We've got to have that powerful mother energy that allows her children to learn through messing it up, which is why we are allowed to create through darkness, through miscreations here on this planet, because it's an incredibly valuable learning tool. Okay. But those of you who are here watching this, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching on the replay, you are in an incarnation, a journey of soul mastery in this lifetime. And your job is to create and learn to create always with the highest levels of integrity and potential, which means all of the work that we're always doing, our intention is always to facilitate the highest good and transformation in ourselves and the highest good for everyone else here on the planet. Which basically means we have upgraded to a level where we're not weaponizing everything. Okay. And that's a big transition for humanity and for the planet, because humans can weaponize everything from thoughts to emotions to behaviors. Okay. Actually, the guys want to work on clearing that right now for everybody. So, and there are still places where I'm learning too. I noticed that a subconscious pattern is playing out in me, and it's causing me to weaponize some of my power in my life. All right. This is big stuff to clear. I'm actually going to talk more about that next week. Come back next week for the raw reveal. I still need to do a little bit of processing on this, but where are you weaponizing things in your life? Not just me, Emily, and Emily Lorenz, who I'm speaking with directly here, but also the collective. Everyone who's listening right now, where are you weaponizing your power? And as soon as you acknowledge where you are weaponizing your power, ask your guides how you can not do that. And you will, again, gain another increase of power along the way. All right, so back to the general answer to all of us, why we are incarnating into this lifetime: to experience ourselves as creators, to take responsibility for the areas where we have miscreated. And we've got to transmute that stuff inside of ourselves, because this holographic reality that I talked about, the dodecahedron that surrounds the whole planet, right? We're all feeding into that and creating that. And what happens is it creates a collective projection that's very easy to look at the outside reality and be like, that's a damn shit show out there. I can't believe Trump is so-and-so and Kamala Harris and so-and-so. And you can just, there's so many things you can just get appalled at, which distract you from doing the work. So in order to shift the collective reality that we're experiencing right now, we have to figure out where we weaponize power within ourselves and stop doing that. And as you stop weaponizing, we could also look at self-sabotage as weaponizing, because that's diminishing our power to create in the fullness and the divinity that we're here to create in. All right, so we have to stop weaponizing, stop self-sabotaging, stop giving away our power, stop settling for subconscious patterns of learned helplessness that are running the show. That's another Mercury thing that I'll bring up. Mercury will bring up those. Actually, I'm sorry, Pluto. This is what I want to talk about too. Big shifts with Pluto. Pluto moving from Capricorn into Aquarius, and Pluto's a slow mover. Pluto only moves every 20 years into a new sign, and we're just experiencing that new shift. So even though there is a lot of challenge and there's a lot of deconstruction of things, you are likely feeling that excitement, that expansion towards the future. Aquarius is the light, the new age. All right. So again, those of you who are here right now, you're here to transmute the old, and then you're here to get creating, to get harnessing this energy that is available, and to create with power, with your highest levels of creative genius. Become a global game changer on this planet. Do not settle for status quo. And Emily Lorenz Bradley, that's what you're here specifically to do, is to disrupt the status quo. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more specific information there. That has to be done on your own microcosm. But then as it's done on your own microcosm, Emily, you're here to do it on a global scale for the planet. Hello, Peter. I talked about you earlier, by the way. Because we opened the records and I said that you said I sound like Lucy when I do it. That's Peter. Peter, you hold that frequency of working on the epic scale too. So thank you for being here at just the perfect time to hold this frequency. And I might not just be talking to Emily here. There might be more of you out here. My hunch is there are more of you who are out here who are here to do this work on an epic scale. You're here to be a global game changer. Yet I also recognize there's the human behind that experience that feels very much like I'm just a human. I'm just Emily. I'm just Emily. First I was this Emily and then I was that Emily. I'm just Peter. Okay. All right. So for those of you who would like to receive an activation that will help you increase your vision to see what is possible for you so that you can step into the embodiment of yourself as the global game changer, that can be very challenging. Seeing ourselves in this identity. If you'd like to receive an activation that helps you see yourself playing big, you can say yes now and you can receive this activation in the third eye. Oh my goodness, this is tingling my entire forehead. Cool. Good work. All right, everybody, give a round for Emily. Emily, thank you for bringing in that activation for all of us. Give some love likes, hearts across the screen for Emily. All right, Christy Fitzsimmons. When will I be able to connect to my spirit team? I can't seem to do it. I feel like I'm here to raise the vibration of the planet. Is there more? Oh, good. So yeah, Christy, definitely talking to you. And I have a feeling even more of you who are here to raise the vibrational frequency at large on the planet. All right, so Christy, you feel you're having challenges tapping into your team. Anybody else feel like Christy and having challenges tapping into your team? Let's fix it right now. Let's open up the field. Let me see what the guides have to say. All right, so we're getting messages all the time. Emily says me, cool. The guides are saying we're getting messages all the time. All the time. We're just moving too fast often to be able to perceive them. Okay? We're going to do an activation to slow that down right now. We're going to breathe slowly for 1 minute. And the goal is to breathe 2 to 3 breaths per minute. Now, if you breathe as slow as you can over the course of the next 1 minute, you're going to be good. Okay? You will definitely be able to do it in 2 or 3 minutes. But I also want to bring your awareness to we are doing this in the Akashic Records. And we're doing it here collectively in a big, powerful classroom. So we have the power to fully reprogram ourselves in this moment, the guides are saying. Before we get started, I do want to share with you all some really cool insights that have been coming through recently. And I think the last time I did a live video was right before I was leading a medicine journey experience in Santa Cruz with my Akashic Alchemist, my year-long students. And during this medicine journey, we opened up the field and created an opportunity to reopen critical patterns in the brain. Okay, so a critical pattern in your brain happens as you are growing, and they happen when we're really young, and then they tend to close as we get older. But these are moments when we are very impressionable. Okay, and so what I recognized in this medicine journey was that we are learning as a collective how to reopen these critical periods so that we can reprogram ourselves. And I thought, oh, okay, with that intention in the Akashic Records, we can do that too. So if you want to intend to use this time right now to tap back into a critical period so that you can reprogram yourself, right? Reprogram yourself to see yourself differently. That was the activation that we just did. Now you're going to reprogram yourself to slow down, to release the need for hurry. By the way, this is going to reset so much here on the planet. This is going to release a tremendous amount of anxiety for so many of you. It's very important work. Okay. So we're going to take this moment to tap into a critical period where we can reprogram our minds and our nervous systems to slow down so that we can perceive the messages from our guides. Also, to slow down so we can release the hurry and the anxiety that sometimes feels like it just prevails over life. Okay, so now we've set some powerful intention. I'm pulling up a 1-minute timer here on my phone. And we're going to breathe. Again, breathe super slow as you can, that feels comfortable, and you're going to be good. All right. And go. Okay. If you want to follow along and mirror my breath, you can. Programming ourselves to slow down so we can perceive the messages, the intelligence that's available all around us, the abundance, the prosperity, the connection. Good. 10 more seconds. Good, we're at 1 minute. And that was the inhale of number 3 for me. Let's just go ahead and stay with that slow breathing. You can release that last third breath. Good. And take a moment to acknowledge, I just reprogrammed myself. You're in a new timeline now. Okay. All right. Great work today, guys. We actually got a lot done. I don't see any more questions. Anybody else have any questions that you want to lean into here? Before we wrap up today, because if you don't know, now you know, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving can bring up stuff for us. All right. Even if you have the best families out there, Thanksgiving can bring up stuff for us. And this is an incredible opportunity that we have when stuff does come up for you. Slow down, rewrite it. Okay. I want to make sure that you are all feeling very much in your power as you go into Thanksgiving. So last call for questions. And then we're going to close up the Akashic Records here. Peter, what purpose does a turkey serve other than eating it? Are you being funny? I'm going to ask for reals. Trent, thankful for you. Thank you very much, Trent. Okay. Jumping around just a little bit here. Christy, could breaking my wrist recently be a sign to slow down? Oh, yeah. Okay, so you are joking or you're serious? I guess I asked you too many questions. I'm gonna ask, Peter, what purpose does the turkey serve other than eating it? All right, well, the first thing that the guides are bringing into awareness is that, especially in the world of consciousness, like some of y'all might be vegetarians and y'all might be freaking out right now and about ready to cancel culture. Me and Peter, anybody else out there who eating turkey. Some of you might be eating your tofurkey. And some of you might be all fired up at the vegetarians and the vegans. And all right, bigger context. This plane, someone call me, I don't know who that is. This plane, meaning the earth plane, allows us to learn through shadow or through discrepancy. Okay, we've got to all learn to love each other and to see everyone else's point of view. Okay, I do feel like there are, especially in other aspects of the galaxy and other star systems, there's not a need for the animals and that exchange of them being a food source to even happen. And we see some of that influence here on our planet, where we've got a lot of vegetarians and vegans. And we're even seeing some people on the planet who just eat light, y'all. Anybody heard of sun gazing? Sun gazing is where you look directly into the sunlight, and you can only do it at certain times of the day. But if you want to talk about rapid expansion and rapid evolution, check out sun gazing. You can only do it an hour after the sun has risen, an hour before the sun sets. And you only want to do it for 10 seconds the first day, then you add a second the next day, 11 seconds. And you work your way up, and then you work your way back down. What this does is it brings the spectrum of colored energy and all of the different energy into the body, like light into the body. All right, so that was the first thing that the guides wanted to say about Peter's question about what purpose does the turkey serve? Let me just see if there's anything else that the Akashic Records want to address about what y'all eaten over Thanksgiving. Well, that feels complete. That's fun, Peter. Thank you. All right. Yeah, we have a couple more here. Janie says, have the traumas that I have endured this year ancestral issue? Have the traumas that I have endured this year ancestral issue? Yeah, Janie, if your hunch is that they're ancestral, yes, ma'am, 100%. Okay. And the guides want everybody to know that as well. If you have a hunch about something and you're just looking for confirmation, I mean, that's okay. You can ask me for confirmation. And what I'd like to invite you into is just give yourself a take two without the hunch energy, without the I think, or if I had to guess, I might say that the traumas I've experienced are ancestral. Give yourself a take two. If I had to guess, the traumas I've experienced are ancestral, and go with that. Give yourself permission to go with what your intuition is telling you with more authority. And as you do that, as you give yourself that take two and you speak it again into existence with more authority, you're going to start developing a stronger relationship with your intuition. Emily, may I please have some information about my decision to transfer schools? Let's see what the guides have to say. All right, so we're just going to do a high-level overview of this one, and it can give you guys a little homework that you can work on your own. Anybody else out there have choices, like you feel like you're at a crossroads in your life? Like Emily said, may I have some information about a decision to transfer schools? This is a great time to transition into the invitation for you all to learn to read the Akashic Records yourself. All right, because yes, you can definitely ask me and I will give you my opinion here in this space. I do private sessions also where I take you into the records and I'll channel through what's coming through. But what I really want to invite you to do is put your big boy pants on and learn to do this for yourself, because every single human has the ability to do it. And when you get this information through me, you're getting it through my filter, you're getting it through my experience. That may or may not be a value point to you. I promise your own experience is definitely better than mine for you. Okay? All right. So, oh, good. We've got some yes, moving to another country. Awesome. Okay. So here's how I'm going to encourage you all to use the Akashic Records. All right. Go back and watch this replay because we opened up the records together in this episode. There we go. That's the word, episode. We opened the records together in this episode. So go back, do that process again of opening up the records, and then ask the guides to show you, what would my life look like if I went to choice A? And just notice what comes into your imagination. Maybe you want to journal, maybe you want to write it down. Look for exciting things that you get to experience. Look for the challenges, the areas where your soul gets to grow. Okay? Then take a nice deep breath and go into experience number 2. Guides, show me what the second one looks like. Pay attention to where your soul will learn. Pay attention to where the challenges will be. Okay. And then pick whichever one is more joyful to you. All right. So that's a high level overview of how you can begin working with this energy by yourself. If you want to train in the Akashic Records, the Learn to Read the Akashic Records certification training program will walk you through all of these pieces. Also walk you through understanding your ancestry and also rewriting it. Some of like what we did today. All right, this has been fun. I've definitely gone over. Luckily, I am not only the talent, but the producer. I'm also in charge, so I can. 1111111. Sarah here. I love it. I've done shadow work for years now. I'm stuck. What's next? Dude, that's sort of crazy that you said that, Sarah. Okay. I want to give you guys a free gift at the end of our time here together. And I was contemplating, all right, what gift do I want to share today? And what the guide said was to share with you all something called the What's Next workshop. I'm so serious about this. The What's Next workshop. The What's Next workshop, Finding Soul Direction, where you get to actually go into your Akashic Records and do a little bit of this training. All right. So if you want the What's Next workshop, type What's Next in the comments for me. And I will circle back and make sure that you get your hands on the What's Next workshop. And if you are watching this on the replay, check the description because I'll also go back and put that in the description. Yeah, that was so cool. 1111111111, Sarah. Yeah, I was hesitating on letting it rip. For whatever reason, I was like, oh, this is too long. They're not going to have time to do it during the holidays. Nice. Yeah, that was really awesome. Actually, and if you guys will hang on just quickly right now, let me pull it up. I'll go ahead and stick the link in for you right now so you don't have to wait. I got to go to manage videos, playlists. What's next? What's next workshop? Show all. I thought I could find it here quickly. Of course, while I'm still live, I can't find it. All right. Lame. I can't find it. I'm finding it right now, though. Hang on, guys. But I'm having flashbacks to... I'm gonna have to get it later. Doggone it. Flashbacks to being in Bible camp, and we're doing like the Bible drills where you're looking for a certain book of the Bible, and it's like all eyes are on you, and you have to find it really fast. And I'm like, whoa. And I'll be honest, I totally lied. I totally lied when I didn't have the book of the Bible yet, and I stepped forward on the challenge. All right, that's just a little snippet of confession that you're going to get next week. There is seriously some big ancestral stuff shifting in my world and some really dark shadow work that I do want to share with you all. It's still a little raw right now to share, but I am definitely going to be sharing that next week. So come back next week, make a note. I love y'all. Let's see, Sebastian, Emily, Iosin, Christy, Janny, I see you all typing in what's next. Sarah, I will get back to each and every single one of you and make sure that you get that playlist. All right. Happy Thanksgiving to you all, and I'll see you back here next week.